Good morning, YouTube. And Samson says good morning too. Hey Sam, what are you doing? What are you doing? Good morning. It is Tuesday, May 14th. We are 9 weeks and 4 days out from Chicago Pro. And I'm about to check in with Chris. I just hit a new low, 265.8. The lowest I've been is 266, but it was a crazy off, weird low weight a couple weeks ago. I think last time I talked to you guys around 11 weeks out. That was a few days after I hit that odd weight. I've been hanging around like the low 270s, then creeping down into the high 260s, and the last few days we really pushed it. I mean, on my off days, I'm only eating like just over 200 grams of carbs, which is very low for me. It sucks. I am to that point. I feel brain dead and really lethargic and fatigued some days. The fatigue built up into Sunday, Monday, and yesterday. And then I actually felt decent training once I got to the heart rate up, and I took some of my Uprising Ascend soft gels for my training. That was pretty cool because my training started picking up during the workout. But then when I got home, oh my gosh, I was trying to do some client work on my laptop and I was just falling asleep at my computer. So definitely a little tired, definitely some fatigue there. But today should be a high day. So you guys are going to get to see my typical prep high day, what we have running right now. I've got to check in with Chris and get the word from him to be sure, but I'm like 99% sure I get a high day. If not, probably not doing this video. But then chest day later with Brandon. It's going to be a good push day. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm going to try to maintain my strength in this period of prep and just keep pushing. Maintaining performance is what maintains the muscle. So all that being said, that's what's on the menu today. And I'm going to show you guys what I'm looking like. You haven't seen me since around 11 weeks out, so I'll set you up to watch my check-in, and then I'll get back to you guys once I know about the high day. All right, so this is my little check-in setup in the bathroom. I've got the car mount on the mirror. We've got these LED mirrors in here. So I just set up at the door here. It's not flattering light, but it works really well for consistency. I don't have any outside light at all. I preferred the kitchen lighting before, what I did in my kitchen, but we have such a big light coming into the room that it didn't work, so this is my new check-in setup. Gonna be a tough angle. This is a small bathroom, but that's the only place I could set you guys up. All right, so let's take a look. Not bad. A little flat. We'll see what Chris thinks. These guys already get to eat. High day incoming. So Chris was very happy with the visual changes, also happy with the low weight. Definitely running a high day, then back to low day tomorrow, but today's gonna be a lot of fun. And I'm gonna make a very interesting breakfast mix for you guys to see today. So my meal calls for 2 whole eggs, 300 grams of egg whites. Usually I only get 1 egg and 400 grams of egg whites. We back off my protein on high days to allow for more carbs. And we have these incredible farm fresh eggs. So I get 2 whole eggs. And then what I'm gonna do, the meal calls for 1 English muffin or 25 grams of carbs of your choice and 140 grams of cream of rice, 105 grams of carbs worth. Chris is cool with me changing stuff up. He trusts me. He already approved this. I asked him just in case, but I knew he'd say yes. So I'm obsessed with these brioche Bays English muffins. You guys saw these on my YouTube last prep. If you're new here, we're about Bays on this channel. So I'm gonna do 2 of those to make 2 whole egg English muffin sandwiches. And then what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna split the carbs that are left, which is gonna be 80 grams of carbs worth, between 90 grams of sourdough bread, which is my French toast, egg white French toast that you guys saw on the last YouTube video. And then the other half of the carbs, I'm gonna do Flavor Gang crackberry pancakes. So, and then I get 75 grams of banana and 20 grams of nut butter. So I'll just put like 10 grams of peanut butter on both of them. But how I broke this meal up, I made a note. You always gotta have fun with your food, guys. Like, put some effort in, make it interesting. So 53 grams of cream of rice, I'll mix that with 210 grams of egg whites and 75 grams of banana and add my salt and baking powder, which allows it to make it a pancake. So I'm gonna do 90 grams of sourdough with 80 grams of egg whites. So I just split my egg whites between them. That's what we're gonna do. I will show you guys the finished product. So here's what we got, guys. I've got 53 grams of crackberry bowl gains in here with 210 grams of egg whites, about 5-6 grams of baking powder, and a little bit of salt. That's gonna go into that pan. Here we have the sourdough bread with the cinnamon, vanilla extract, a little bit of salt, and my sourdough bread. And we're just mixing that around to make sure the pieces soak up all the egg whites. This is what I do. And then put it in that pan. And then I'm gonna hope and pray that I don't break both of my egg yolks, because I'm obsessed in prep with having a whole egg yolk that's runny. And it really pisses me off when apparently I've gotten really poor at cracking eggs. So if anybody wants to come be my professional egg cracker, I'm taking applications. And all the pans are on medium as well. I'm gonna make this into 2 pancakes, most likely. So good. One for one so far with the eggs. One for 2. I cracked one of them. That's Brittany laughing at TikTok. First pancake's almost done. The French toast is quick. It's already done, pretty much. Okay, so here's the finished product, you guys. We got our 2 brioche English muffins with whole eggs. I've got 2 pieces of French toast, 2 pancakes, peanut butter on top. And of course, took Humislin GDA 20 minutes before this meal. GDAs are so important on your high days because you want to utilize all that food and you want to digest it well. So got the macros on this. It's about 1,100 calories. Got 63 grams of protein, almost 160 grams of carbs, and about 21 grams of fat. I am so hungry though, so I am going to start digging in, and I'll see you guys on the next meal. Incredible. Meal 2 is about to go down, guys. I got my pan heating up, and I'm gonna show you what I like to do for my meals. I'm very particular in prep. I've told you guys this before on my page, but if you guys don't cut up your chicken like this with scissors, it's so easy and it's So nice to have the chicken kind of like distributed through the meal. Doing 150 grams of chicken this meal. On all my meals, I generally do like 75 grams to 100 grams of veggies. The meals that don't have vegetables in them are my breakfast, pre-workout, and post-workout. So my other 3 meals of the day, I do 6 meals a day. They all have veggies. And when my food's super low, unlike today, I'll usually do like 100 grams of vegetables per meal just to get more volume. But on these high days, I'll back it off just a little bit because I don't need them quite as much to fill me up with the extra rice. So we're gonna do about 75 grams of zucchini. I love zucchini. I never use broccoli. My clients know I really don't like broccoli for a vegetable source. Most people have like gas issues with it. It's not the way to go for vegetables. It's such a stereotypical thing to think that broccoli is the way to go for your vegetable source. I don't know where it started, but everybody thinks, oh, you're dieting, chicken and broccoli. And I don't remember the last time I had broccoli on one of my meals, to be honest with you. We've got 370 grams of rice, 75 grams of zucchini, and 150 grams of chicken. I usually do 175 chicken, but because of the high day, we back off my protein. So I'm gonna heat up this pan. I'm gonna cook that with some red onions in there. Meal's in the pan. I'm gonna add some chopped red onions, something I absolutely love to do in prep. Especially cooking it on the pan. When you just add red onions to a meal, you're gonna smell pretty bad, but if you can actually cook them, it helps that a little bit so you don't smell like onions. But the onions really help to bring out the flavor of everything. And then of course, this is one of my favorites, Nerdy Sanchez by Flavor Gang. That's their taco sauce. Gonna put that into the pan. I like to cook this one into it, and then sometimes I'll top with a little extra. It's crazy how long this takes to cook compared to my little bird food 80 grams of rice meals I'm usually eating. It was cooking way too slow. So we got 2 pans going so we can get that crispy rice. Here we go, guys. This is the finished product. I added some pink Himalayan salt and 33 grams of avocado. I usually only get 15 grams, which freaking sucks. So actually having 5 grams of added fat is really nice. So this meal is gonna be about 55 grams of protein. It says 111 carbs. I think my app for what I have punched in for the rice is a little high. It's probably 105 to 110. And then 9 grams of fat here. So next meal is gonna be my pre-workout meal. I've been doing client check-ins all morning. I've almost got them all knocked out, but the people that were a little later, I'm gonna get to their check-ins now. And of course, I've got my boys, Fit Nation podcast. In prep, I always gotta watch something while I eat, so, and give me at least like a little bit of break from all the usage of my brain that I'm not good with right now with prep brain and trying to deal with clients and stuff. I've got a lot of clients that are prepping this year, a lot in their first prep, and it's definitely been a lot of work. Really proud of all my guys and girls. I got a couple ladies competing at the end of this year, so awesome team. Love all you guys. If you're watching this, I appreciate you, and I'm glad to be your coach. And I appreciate you on the days where I'm having to do YouTube and may take me an extra hour or so to get to you. So I'm gonna eat this meal. I will see you guys shortly. Pre-workout meal now, guys. We got a massive bowl of cream of rice. It's 120 grams of cream of rice on this meal, and I did a mix of Pride Foods rice and grinds, the brown sugar cinnamon with regular cream of rice, just the orange box. And we got 20 grams of peanut butter, 75 grams of banana, and then 40 grams of whey from Commissary Whey by Condemned Labs. Doing human slim with this meal, and I pulled it up on my computer on my coaching app. So looking at just under 800 calories, total 50 grams of protein, about 115 grams of carbs, and 13 grams of fat. So meeting Brandon Brandon Barrow at the gym for chest day in about an hour. So I gotta make sure I get this in as quickly as possible so I'm not too heavy on my stomach. But I'm absolutely loving this food today. Being full, not being so hungry and fatigued. Definitely gonna be a good look at the gym. Gonna get a much better pump today. Also, I just remembered I was talking to Brittany about this. So you guys have seen me take the boost shots. This is Uprising's Ascend soft gels. So these take longer to hit. Yesterday I tried it like 45 minutes to an hour pre-training, and I'm training in about an hour, a little more. I like to take 2. I do 50 milligrams of MIT. That's like 1 boost shot, like what I was taking. So because these are soft gels, they take longer to digest. So I'm gonna take 2 now while I'm eating, and then it's probably gonna digest in time to hit me during my training. So these have been awesome, guys. I also really like the Descend soft gels for nighttime, help me get really sleepy. This one's a 70% isolate metragenine, so that's gonna help more with energy, focus, bring you up. They've seen that the 30% concentration of metragenine is going to help bring you down, more like calming sedation feel. Sorry, my cat is literally on Brittany's shoulder right now. He has to be center of attention. But anyways, I'm gonna take these and then we're gonna go train. On the way to the gym, pumped for today. I feel alive again after all this food. It's been amazing. I've been a zombie the last few days, guys. Definitely hitting that point in prep where we have to go low enough that it really depletes my energy and makes me feel fatigued. So today is about mitigating fatigue. And we got 60 grams of intra carbs. So I got 30 grams in here, 30 grams in my intra. That's C Block by Condemned Labs. I've also got some Convict 2.0. They came out with a new Convict pre-workout. Got about half a scoop of that. Also got a crap ton of citrulline in there. I did some extra beta alanine. Did 2 scoops of lockdown between my pre and intra. It's a glycerol product with creatine and taurine. Added some extra taurine because I've been sweating so much at the gym lately that I've been cramping sometimes. My leg cramps have been awful. But that's pretty much what I've got in the pre and intra. And then I did DNA Dispatch pump product prior to training as well. And then I wanted to get real juicy, so I did Mass Monster by Amino Asylum. So if you guys have any questions about any of the stuff I use, DM me on Instagram, drop me a comment below. It's gonna be an awesome chest day with Brandon. I'm hoping I can sustain my strength. I would usually expect a slight drop off in strength based on my fatigue the last few days, but maybe the food will have already kicked and I will feel much better. Let's get it, chest day. What up?
What up?
Thanks, bro. Dang. They redid the whole floor. All right, y'all. We're at AR, about to hit some chest.
Big chest day.
He's gonna do the 200s again. I'm definitely not.
I'm not in prep.
Yeah, he's already stronger than me off season, so now I'm like declining as he goes up.
Well, he looks a lot better than I do right now.
We're gonna get into it. We're gonna warm up on this fly machine. Not gonna talk much. Just gonna see us training. See some. I'm not even talking in the microphone. You're gonna just see some stuff, some clips here and there, if my prep brain allows it. If it actually works for me today. But we're gonna get into it. All right, so dumbbells weren't so great. Still have some fatigue from the low food over the weekend, but Brandon hit the 200s. He still hit 10. He had to help me on like 3 or 4 force reps on that one.
Hey, he handled the 160s, but he's eating a lot less than I am.
Yeah.
He's less than 10 weeks out, so it's about that time.
It makes a difference. It does make a difference, but we're gonna work on this pure iron strength machine for our back off set. This is Dorian Hamilton's brand. We love this one. So it's a little more stable to hit our back off sets, don't burn up as much energy. So that's where we're going to next. All right, this is one of my favorite movements, this flat panada press. That's a feeder set for this guy. 6 plates, he's going to 7. I'm gonna stop at 5.5. So performance has definitely taken a hit. Definitely down from last week. kind of across the board. Flat press wasn't terrible, but incline dumbbells, gonna have to back off a little bit soon. 160s are new for me. I just started doing those probably like a month and a half ago, if that, so gonna have to back off to 150s. We did a super incline instead of our normal dip machine. It was a good little change up, but I overshot the weight by a lot, so just gonna have to realize that comes with the fatigue of prep. But the high day came just in time because the performance has been up until today. So gonna finish up with some side delts and triceps. All right, chest day is done. It was a little rough, but to be expected after the fatigue I felt the past few days. So usually I notice it in my pressing strength, but got it done. And time for some posing. You guys get to see where I'm at 9.5 weeks out from Chicago Pro. Finally back home from the gym. That was a rough chest workout. Still feeling some of the fatigue. I told you guys about my numbers just not being quite there. That's part of prep. Hopefully I'll come back to life with the food today, rest day tomorrow, maybe feel a little better on Thursday. But this is my post-workout meal. It's gonna be really fun. So I have 120 grams of total cream of rice here. We got maple waffle, rice and grinds mixed with regular orange box, because I'm not trying to pay for all that. This is my meal: 120 grams of cream of rice, 75 grams of banana, 20 grams of peanut butter, and 40 grams protein worth from whey. Now what I'm gonna do is put 12.5 grams of peanut butter in here, okay? And then I'm gonna show you guys, I had to account for some of the peanut butter to be put in with my whey protein, which I'm going to show you guys that next. I used condensed chocolate peanut butter for something fun. So stay tuned for that. I'm gonna eat this and then we're gonna have something special for my post-workout whey. All right, so second part of my post-workout is going to be a Ninja Creamy. I actually got this for Britt for her birthday this last year, and she's used it way more than I have. I probably used it one time because it was middle of off season and I was like, oh, it'd be fun to have ice cream. It was so hard to finish that meal, and then it was like hard to get my next meal in after that. But when you're in prep, you're always hungry, so this is like a cheat code. I've got 40 grams of protein worth that's in my meal from commissary whey protein. Chocolate peanut butter is the best flavor we got, in my opinion. Some people DM'd me and said they like s'mores better, but I'm partial to that. So I made this earlier with almond milk. I did 300 grams of almond milk, and I did a little over a quarter teaspoon of xanthan gum and blended it all up and poured it in there. And so now what we're gonna do, use the light ice cream thing on here. I don't know what you call it. Mode. And then after that, I'm gonna mix in banana. So it's gonna be like peanut butter and banana. I don't even know how to use this thing. There we go. All right. Fancy. So that's what it looks like after the first mix. I'm just gonna do a splash of almond milk extra. And honestly, Brittany's kind of telling me how to do this because I have no clue, so.
That's good.
That's good. Brittany says it's good, so it's good. So we gotta do 75 grams of banana. I don't even know if I have enough room in here. Do you think I have room?
Yeah, you do. You have plenty.
More still?
No, maybe just eat the other.
Can I do one more?
Maybe.
To get right at 75. And then one for Samson tax.
Sammy, come here.
Sit. You ready? You better catch it on camera. There you go. Good boy. That's the Samson tax. All right. Let's see how this works.
Now you just do mixing.
Sweet. Hopefully it's not too full. Did you say you want ice cream? Is that what you said? You want ice cream? All right, let's see the finished product. I know, it looks so good to you. Wow. See the banana chunks in there? Wow. That's really good. It's a little icy on the edges, on the outsides. I don't know if I can get that off, but
It'll probably melt.
that is good. Look how soft and smooth that is. Dang.
Happy?
And prep, I'm very happy. And prep approved. I haven't had ice cream in forever. And this is literally almond milk. I took those macros away from my peanut butter, which is basically the same thing. And then commissary whey protein and bananas. It's incredible. Best investment. You thought it was your birthday present. It was my prep present early. All right, we just walked Sam. I grabbed a shower. I feel amazing now. I'm freaking starving. Tomorrow's gonna suck because I have to go back to really low calories and my appetite is through the roof. So last meal, I did not give you guys the macros on it, but now I've got it. So macros for that post-workout meal were the same. It's the same exact meal as my pre-workout meal on my high days. 50 grams of protein, roughly 117 grams of carbs, 12 grams of fat. My fifth meal is going to be 150 grams of chicken, 370 grams of rice, 33 grams of avocado, and we're going to do like 75 grams of asparagus. My amazing wife is the veggie cooker, and she just made asparagus for me. She's awesome. She's really been amazing at taking care of the meal prep. Like I basically just cook the rice. She's been cooking the chicken, do the shopping, all those kind of things, because I've been just so slammed busy. So she's been doing an awesome job helping me out with that. Being the like stay-at-home bodybuilder wife. She's awesome. So I am going to cook this meal on the stove. I am going to share with you guys a funny story about our Melinda's obsession. So we've been out for maybe 4 days, and it's been the worst 4 days of our lives. It's hilarious because my last YouTube video, somebody watched it and sent me a screenshot of a half-gallon Melinda's black truffle sauce that you could buy on their website, and I bought it probably within 10 minutes of that message. And then of course it like took days and days and days, and Brittany's asked me every day, multiple times a day, when is Melinda's coming? Has it shipped yet? Do you have tracking? And I'm like, no, I would tell you, trust me. Then she goes to the store today and she buys like 5 Melinda's sauces, and then probably an hour later I get a message, your order is shipped, it'll be here Thursday. So we got like 5 of these and a half-gallon on the way. But I'm so obsessed with this. I'm about to cook this up with some red onions and then throw Melinda's on there. You guys will see the finished product. Meal 5, got the Melinda's and my avocado on there. I know that most of you guys, 33 grams of avocado is probably nothing. Chris doesn't ever really diet me with high fat, so we kind of do 5 grams of added fat on most of my chicken meals all off season. And then in prep, it goes all the way down to like, I'm adding 2.5 grams of fat, which is, you know, nothing. Some of my friends laugh. They're like, why are you even putting it on there? It's nothing. Chris is very detailed and he likes lower fat, we usually go heavier on the carbs. Compared to my baseline diet right now, double the avocado is freaking incredible. So you're gonna very much enjoy this meal. And the macros for you guys is the same exact macros as meal 2. We've got 55 grams of protein, 111 grams of carbs, and 9 grams of fat. Then my next meal is meal 6. We are watching Outer Range on Amazon Prime. If you guys haven't seen that show, you should watch it. It's kind of strange, but we really like it. We've already seen it once, and the second one's coming out in like 4 days because we have old people memories. We got to rewatch it. So that's what we're about to do. Then I've actually got a little bit more client work to spit out real fast before I go to bed. And then last meal. Just finished up some client work, got another new client loaded in my system. Really excited to work with all you guys that have been signing up lately. And still taking on more for the rest of prep until I get really super deep in prep. Then I'll probably take a little stall until after my shows. I'm going to be doing more shows past Chicago, but I'll talk about that more on my page later. But for now, I'm going to show you guys my sleep stack, what I take before bed. So I just took a melatonin. This is 5 milligrams. I don't take this at all in the off season because I'm sleepy enough. But all off season I do this, and this is something Chris taught me to do. There's a bunch of great sleep supplements out there, but I found this is just cheaper for the time being until I find the one that's like perfect for me. I think Condemned may be coming out with a sleep supplement soon. I don't know. I hope they do. It's been in the talks. Maybe I shouldn't say that. I don't know. But regardless, I've been taking magnesium glycinate. So this is 2 tablets for 400 milligrams. I always suggest my clients take 350 to 400 milligrams at night. It's changed the game for a lot of their sleep. I do, let's see, what is this? 200 milligrams of 5-HTP. And then I do one of these GABAs. This one's 750. Honestly, it's pretty high GABA. I probably don't need that much, but I mean, it works. So now what I have been using, I'm not going to use it tonight because I already took 2 of the Ascend earlier. I've been taking these. I've taken them a few times before bed. With a high day like today, I'm already so sleepy from these carbs, so I'm going to hold off on even needing to use that. I'm going to wait until it's like super needed, okay? So that's my sleep stack, and then I got my little allergy pill because we live in Texas and the allergies are absolutely horrific here. I've never dealt with allergies before now. Then I'm gonna take my Humislin 20 minutes before my last meal. I'm gonna show you guys my last meal next. I'm gonna go ahead and cook it up and then I will show you what we got. Last meal is ready to go. We've got the burger bowl with dill pickles, mustard, and G. Hughes sugar-free ketchup. I love this stuff. Crispy rice, of course, flashed it in the pan with red onions. So that's 165 grams of beef, 370 grams of jasmine rice, about 75 grams of zucchini, and then one of the best parts of my whole night, or my whole day. There's very few things better than that sound. Strawberries and cream, Dr. Pepper Zero. So good. And then everyone's asleep. So I'm gonna be watching whatever I want for the next 15, 20 minutes of downtime, which is the only downtime I've gotten all day and most days lately. But it's late. I need to get this meal in, get some sleep, on to a dreaded low day tomorrow. We give you guys the macros for my last meal before I sign off for the day. Okay, so we're looking at 50 grams of protein, 110 grams of carbs, and 13 grams of fat to finish off the night. Let's see what our daily total was. I did not put my 60 grams of intra carbs in here. So we're at 730 grams of total carbs, just under 5,000 calories, 325 protein, 78 fat. So add 60 grams of carbs to that, and we're at 790. I can hardly do math at this point. I'm brain dead, I'm tired, and prep brain is already happening. So I appreciate you guys tagging along for today. I'm gonna keep doing these. Hopefully things get more interesting. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Prep is flying by, so I'm trying to keep these up to date. You guys can see the diet phase is already coming in. And before long, we're going to be ready for Chicago Pro. So we keep pushing these next couple weeks. You guys will probably get an update next week. See me even tighter, better every week. We're gonna be very ready for the show. Get ready to see something you guys have never seen from me before. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you guys.